Big news last week when it was announced that Niagara's 2021 Canada Summer Games would be postponed, moved to the following year, 2022. Joining us now, the chairman of the host society, Doug Hamilton. Welcome to The Source, Doug.
Thank you, Mike, for having us.
A very difficult decision to be made. I understand that there was a lot of conversation with the provincial government, also with the federal government on this. How long did it take you to come to this very difficult decision?
So we spent much of the summer, Mike, and the first part of September working through with our partners what 2021 would look like, as well as a timeline to get there. And really a number of weeks working that out, only to come to the conclusion that we really needed to make a decision now, and the right decision was to postpone the games.
Looking forward into the future, what were some of the key factors that you had to take into account?
There were really, when it all boiled down to it, it came to two factors. The first was the uncertainty created by the ongoing pandemic really left us with a tough decision as to how to better protect the health and safety of the spectators as well as all the participants in the games. And when we looked at that factor, we decided postponing the game was the appropriate thing to do. But in addition to that, we looked at what the games would look like in 2021, or would likely look at without spectators and with the social distancing and a number of other factors that we would have to put in place. And they really weren't the games that we all wanted to host. And we're very, it's our vision to host a spectacular games, and we thought it was appropriate to delay the games for a year to give us that opportunity.
This is also supposed to be an economic booster to the Niagara region, and without fans in the stands, that factor would have been out the window.
That's right. And it not only changes it for the athletes and the participants who are competing in front of empty stands, but also all of our volunteers who want to be involved and all of the spectators that are going to come and the tourism stimulus. So the move to 2022 should give us a better opportunity to do all of those things.
Watching some professional sports, it's kind of unnerving to see those huge stadiums, much bigger than anything we're going to have here in Niagara, empty. There's more players on the field than there are people in the stands.
Yeah, and in addition to the stands, all those athletes are going through this working in a bubble and trying to figure out how to do that. We were going to have athletes coming from across Canada. They talk about the Canada Games drawing athletes from 1,000 different communities across Canada, coming into Niagara, all coming together at Brock University, and we were trying to figure out how we were going to get that done safely.
The spectators obviously is a key factor. What about construction? Where are we with construction on the Canada Games Park near Brock University?
So, Mike, that's one of the benefits of postponing the games. The construction has been going very well on Canada Games Park, which is the main facility up in Thorold beside Brock. But the schedule wasn't going to see us be completely ready for the games. It was going to be mostly ready for the games. It was going to have the facilities ready outdoor. It was going to have some of the indoor facilities ready, but the whole site was not going to be ready for the games. This will allow the facility to be completely ready for the games. It's now scheduled to be complete in the fall of 2021. So we'll have a number of months to have it in operation actually for the community before we then host it for the games.
Does this also give you more time to look at and begin construction on the upgrades to Henley Island?
It does. So we had a meeting this morning actually with the Henley folks. We've started that project. We've got a number of things already underway in terms of fabrication and planning. We're looking to be on site hopefully in the next few weeks, again with a similar timeline to see us ready to have that facility completed in the fall of 2021.
Doug, I'm going to talk about what you're wearing right now. So there's a big 2021 on your chest. Do you have to now go back to the drawing board and change all of the merchandise that you're selling?
So after this interview, Mike, I'm going to put this away in a drawer because it's going to be a collector's item at some point. But yes, we are going to now change one little numeral in our logo. All of the rest of our logo will stay the same, but we will switch from 2021 to 2022. We had seen the possibility of this happening several weeks ago, as I mentioned, and so we've been planning for that possibility. But yes, we will be switching.
But it does not affect the 2023 Canada Summer Games. So this will be that blip, that anomaly in the history of these games being moved from 21 into 22.
Yeah, so the games have gone since, well, it will be the 28th Canada Games. They've gone since 67 every other year. And we'll be the only one that moves. PEI, instead of being a year and a half after us as the next games, there are winter games in 2023. They'll now be 6 months after us instead of a year and a half after us.
Thanks for your time, Doug, and we appreciate how difficult that decision must have been for you and your society to make, as well as the various governments and other people involved. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks, Mike. Thank you for your support.